I'd never heard of Richa Chaddha in my life, and then I tried to Google, and then I figured out yes that he has been in a few movies. Now I haven't seen any successful film star making anti-national and controversial comments. I have not seen the Khans doing it. I have not seen the Kapoors doing it. I have not seen Akshay or even Kangana Ranaut or Katrina Kaif or Deepika Padukone or any one of these actresses or actors making controversial comments, because they have work. They have a job to do. They do their job and they do it very well, and that's about it. Now this lady here, she has made a comment, and then she, when the pressure got too much, she shot her mouth off, and then she got scared, and then she deleted a tweet, and then there was an apology in which there was this old victim card throwing trick of hers, very old, in which she said that my Nana ji was a paratrooper shot in the leg in the 60s, and my Mama ji was in the army and all that. I don't remember Richa Chaddha, I looked for her interviews, ever saying that she belonged to an army family. She's never said that. You take out these old relatives and, from the dark, absolutely, and then you say that I have so much of respect for the army. My only question to Richa Chaddha, and people have been asking, her all sorts of questions, but my only question to Richa Chaddha is that, what did you mean by, your tweet on Galwan? What exactly were you wanting to convey? She's lying, obviously, Niranjan. She's lying through her teeth, and she's been caught, and now she's up against a wall. She's lying, Niranjan.
Yeah.
Niranjan, what happened was at Galwan was very simple. The Chinese, especially at PP-15, the Chinese wanted to cross over and bang on the line of actual control. They established a tent, they pitched a tent, which our boys uprooted and threw away, and there was a clash. That is what happened at Galwan. They were trying to enter India, and our soldiers, led by Colonel Babu, highest level of gallantry and selfless sacrifice displayed. He got the Mahavir Chakra, and our soldiers and our officers, they fought like tigers, and they pushed back the Chinese. And the Chinese initially said there was nothing which happened in Galwan, and slowly they said, we lost 4 people, and that 4 became 14. And then the Russians came back and said over 47 people had been killed in Galwan. And the CIA came up with a similar report of 50 plus people, or Chinese soldiers who had been killed in Galwan. So I don't know what Richa Chaddha meant by her tweet. I have no idea. But, in modern day warfare, and in these times today, this is reminiscent of some of the highest standards of gallantry and self-sacrifice that is practiced by the Indian Army, and we salute our martyrs from Galwan. And I don't know what this actress wanted to say when she said that, hi Galwan, or whatever she said. I read that tweet, and she was trying to mock the Indian Army. Why should she do that? I think because there are no films with this lady coming out. There are no web series, or maybe some small inconsequential things which nobody knows about. And in all probability, this is something that many people from the film industry resort to. I'm not saying all, but many people resort to, say something like that which gets you publicity. I had never heard of Richa Chaddha, but today I know her name. And there'll be crores of people like me in this country who had no clue who Richa Chaddha was. Today everybody knows her. And I think this is exactly what the lady wanted. She wanted this, Niranjan. Divedi simply said that there was this 1994, parliament, this thing, we have those, 1994, it was decided by the parliament that entire Gilgit-Baltistan and POK belongs to India, and we'll make efforts to take it back. And that is all he said. And when they asked him specifically, he said, yes, but that is whenever the government gives the orders, we'll move. What else is a professional soldier supposed to say, Niranjan? He's a professional soldier. General Dwivedi is a very respected name in the army, and he's known for his calm, his poise, and his understanding of the national security apparatus of this country. Now, how was General Dwivedi supposed to respond? Let's say a reporter asks him, sir, what will happen? Quoting the Raksha Mantri, what will happen? What is he supposed to say? No, we'll not do it. Is this what the Northern Army commander is supposed to say? Any professional worth his salt will say that, yes, we'll wait for the orders from the government, and when the orders come, we'll execute those orders. That is all that he said. And he quoted the 1994 resolution. That's it. There was nothing else. So this Twitter handle turned it about as if India is going to war with Pakistan. And this lady Richa Chaddha obviously she got all very excited and must have been some, because this, you see, she could have checked. No media house covered this. In the sense that there were no articles written that, oh, India is going to war or something like that. No media house published, long articles saying that, the Northern Army commander says that we'll go to war or something like that. It was just stated that this was the question asked, and to this he said this. That's it. That's about it. There's nothing else to it. But Richa Chaddha saw an opportunity, right? And maybe a PR firm guided her. But she's saying, I apologize, it was unintentional. How do you unintentionally tweet? I don't know. Is she a child? It was not, she typed Galwan, and I'm guessing she typed it herself. So how is that unintentional? She's lying. Now she's uncomfortable. She has done it. People have the screenshot of that tweet. It's gone massively viral. And Richa Chaddha, by insulting her own army and insulting the sacrifices of the martyrs at Galwan, has, pretty much got what she wanted. She wanted fame. She wanted people to recognize her name, because otherwise she's going to be one other starlet from Bollywood who nobody knows. Obviously Richa Chaddha. People are saying, oh, she acted very well in that movie. Maybe so. But if you're not a good Indian, it does not matter how good an actor or actress you are. How does that matter to me, for example? I will judge you by the way you treat your army and by the way you treat your own country and how respectful you are of the armed forces in the country. And she's been very disrespectful. And she did it deliberately because she wanted people, she wanted publicity, she wanted people to know her name. Maybe there's a project she's doing. Maybe there's a film, or maybe there is a web series which is about to be released, for which she wanted that kind of controversy, and she got it. And army is a low-hanging fruit, because the Indian army will never respond, Niranjan, they'll never respond. Anybody says anything, people call the army chief Sadak Ka Gunda, nobody responds. They said surgical strikes, nobody responded. People said in Balakot, a couple of crows and trees were downed, and crows were killed. Nobody responded. They know that the Indian army will not respond. They know the Navy and the Air Force will not respond. And this is what they take advantage of,
Well, absolutely.
So this is what has happened pretty much.
Yeah, well, absolutely. But it's also important for us to show them the mirror sometimes. And if we hadn't shown them the mirror, I'm not so sure that the apology would have come today.